Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a Streaming Freedom video bulletin. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. For today's Skyrim mod showcase on the PlayStation 4, I have a weather mod for you that can currently be found in the Work in Progress section. It is by the mod author BeVeryOfA, and in order to properly showcase this mod, I did have to disable several of the mods that I use, mainly lighting mods that would conflict with this one and not allow it to function correctly. I will be showing that in a minute. So the name of this mod is Heart of Azeroth. It is by the mod author BeVeryOfA and can currently be found in the Work in Progress section, and it is version 1. It states here, combining the regional and climate playlist of Azerite, Wanderer, and Mythical Ages, better god rays, longer sunrises and sunsets. Slow Delta makes two weathers play at once during transition. Norflow 2.0 water included, 2021 style. If you have any questions, you can find my community and I on Discord here, and there is the link that you can find his Discord. So in order to get this mod to function correctly, I had to shut off the current weather mod I'm using, which is Obsidian Weathers of course, but I also unfortunately had to shut off Surreal Lighting, which is my favorite mod and one that I use all the time. I also shut off Improved Shadows and Barometric Lighting, and the reason for that is because I asked BeVeryOfA about it, and he said it is included within this mod. It is baked into the Heart of Azeroth. So let's take a look and see how this mod looks in game. And yeah, right off the bat I can definitely tell that my Surreal Lighting mod is not active, as this reminds me of the vanilla lighting of Skyrim. Everything looks a lot more dull. But don't let that fool you. There are some absolutely beautiful things with the lighting that this mod does do that we will see a little later on. I'm just used to my Surreal Lighting mod, and already I do miss it. It is unfortunate that Surreal Lighting and this mod are not compatible with one another. If I had it on, I couldn't see the effects of this mod. If it would have worked together with it, I might have very well kept it, as there are several things that I actually really liked that this mod did that I will be showing a little later on. Some unique things I haven't really seen with Obsidian Weathers. Although, don't get me wrong, I still absolutely love Obsidian as well. Here in the distance, another thing I can notice right off the bat is the mountains. Way off there, if you see the bluish tint of those mountains, that is normally what Surreal Lighting does to the mountains on a clear day if I'm in Whiterun. And being as blue is my favorite color, that is something I really like. Here, the mod was supposed to include something to do with water, and I have to be honest, I'm not really noticing much of a difference here. I don't really see anything different in there, except they really need to clean the mode out. That is not part of this mod, that's always there. But in any case, there might have been some perhaps more sparkle in the water. Now that we're out here at Whiterun Field, as you can see off in the distance, that was what I was talking about, and happy to see it was still there. The bluish tint of the mountains, normally on a clear day, that is around all the mountain ranges, but I noticed the difference right away here. As well as Lydia's skin tone, the light as it hits it, she looks a lot more white or washed out to me than she does usually with Surreal Lighting. I want to take a look and see what the game looks like as we advance time. I want to see what it looks like during dusk as the sun is setting. Now this here I really like. It is now 6:39 p.m. in game, and already this is very beautiful to me. Normally with Surreal Lighting, when it is this time of day, it's almost always an orange tint to it around. It's not too vibrant of an orange, so it still looks nice, but I haven't really seen this before in game, and I just think this view right here is very beautiful. So that's the first thing I noticed with this that I really liked. Now that we're advancing time to the night, Another thing I really like, it's currently 9:59, is that the stars are very nice to see here, but the overall lighting of itself, as you look around, it's dark, but it's not too dark. I like that I can actually see everything in the game world. Sometimes with surreal lighting, I do notice it gets a little too dark. Now, there is, since this plays two different weathers at one time, there is some times that you're going to see some differences. But something else I really like here, the way the lighting is working with these lampposts, which were added in by another mod, I think it looks very nice. This is not something I normally have seen in my game previously. I think this mod really shines during the night, like here, where you can see this absolutely beautiful night scenery of the god rays. Now, surreal lighting does this too, but I don't really think to this extent, because here we can first see the two weathers in play. We have a foggy night with these god rays active. This is something that I've never seen in my game with the other lighting mods that I use and weather mods, so this is very unique to this particular mod. I really think that this mod actually shines very well during the night. And this view right here, I stayed on it for a little bit because I just thought it was very beautiful. Now, one thing I should state is that because I have pretty much always used Obsidian Weather, and surreal lighting pretty much does override most of what it does. It still gives me some weather effects, but I have surreal lower because I love the lighting of surreal, that I haven't seen this in my game before, but that does not mean that this isn't included possibly with other mods. I do know that he added several to do with different weather mods into this Azeroth, Wanderer, and Mythical Ages, so any of those may also do the same thing. Here I'm advancing time. I was trying to get it to rain so that I could see the transition of the rain, but unfortunately it took an in-game week before it finally rained for me. I could not get it to rain for nothing. Originally I had intended to kind of cheat it with the spell that I have to make it rain, but he said that I wouldn't see the actual weather transition that way, the correct way that the list plays it, because it would be accessing the rain from somewhere else. So instead I continued to advance time forward in the hopes that I could get it to rain naturally. This would take me about an in-game week, however, before it finally did. Perhaps even longer. I'm not sure how long it was I actually advanced it forward. I believe that's because it has such a large list of weathers to play through, like you're seeing here, where I finally got some snow, which was the first weather I actually really saw with this mod, not counting the fog. I would get some snow later on too, but never really anything like blizzard-like or anything. If that is in the game, it was more just light falling snow like this. I imagine in a normal playthrough where you're simply allowing time to advance naturally, it would really be something to be able to see these weathers transition as two different ones play. However, in my playthrough, I was not able to witness that with the rain or snow, but I was able to witness it here. Again, another beautiful night created by this mod, and unique effects of seeing the fog rolling in, which is actually right up on us, something that I haven't really seen before in my game while the God Rays play. Advancing time further ahead, I also saw this absolutely gorgeous day, something that this mod really does quite a lot, and over here the sun effects with the bloom, again something I haven't really noticed in my game before and thought was very beautiful. So there are times that this mod shines just as beautifully as surreal lighting does, and again it does have a lot of really gorgeous, I'd say crystal clear days. That was definitely a place that I thought this mod shined, as it was an in-game week of waiting. I saw several days like this that on a normal playthrough I'd be more than happy to see, because I really like it when it is crystal clear like this with a very beautiful blue sky. And again, something I found really unique was the very nice bloom effect of the sunlight there. That is something I haven't really noticed before in my game. I'm not the most observant person, so it could have done it before, but I don't think to this extent. I noticed it right away when this mod was active. It was at this point that I really thought that this was as beautiful as Surreal, with the gorgeous looking dragon-filled skies. Would you excuse me for a minute? Something I definitely wanted to showcase is what you're seeing here, and that is the varimetric lighting that is baked into the mod, causing the moonlight beams to shine through the fog in a very unique way, something I've never even seen with my version of varimetric lighting. I don't know if perhaps BeVeryOfA up the intensity of it, but I thought it gave this really unique looking atmosphere, the way the moon is shining through the trees and the fog like that. I just thought that was very well done. After what seemed like forever and waiting forever, I finally got some rain where I could see where the mod might shine the most, as I often judge them by the way that the rain looks and plays in game and how it sounds. The rain here looks very nice. It's not as heavy as what I'm used to seeing normally with the weather mod that I use. However, with so many different variations that can be played, there are more likely many more intense storms than this. Something again that I just really like here is at times the lighting on this mod alone is very beautiful. Like here, the night, the rain, and just the lighting that is being added by this other mod that I use. I thought this was very beautiful, and that's why I ended up lingering on it a little bit. It looked really nice. Here I had very nervously advanced time forward, hoping that it wouldn't cause me to lose what rain I had managed to get in doing so, but I was trying to see if I could get it to possibly rain heavier. However, I was lucky I'd got what rain I had got. I decided to come to Winterhold before ending the video. I wanted to see what it would look like with the snow falling from up here. Before that, however, I was greeted with this very beautiful scene. I didn't have long to wait until I happened to get exactly what I was hoping for. This was a much heavier snow than I had seen falling previously in Whiterun Field. Not a snowstorm by any means, but I still very much enjoyed the experience here that I saw. It has been an extremely long time since I used any other weather mod, so I don't know how close this is to any of them or to the vanilla weather, but I still thought it was very beautiful all the same. I really appreciate all the time, effort, and energy that went into this, not only by BeVeryOfA, who took the time to gather all of these mods and put them into this single one, but also to the individual mods and the people that created them. I'm not really familiar with them individually, but I will say that all of these mods put together combined to make something very unique and special, something very beautiful. I hope I've been able to do this mod justice. I don't normally showcase weather mods, I'm not really the right person to do so, but I did want to showcase a mod by BeVeryOfA, as I really appreciate the time and energy and work that he puts into the mods that he makes and that he ports. If you are somebody that's looking for a replacement for a weather mod that you are using, or a good alternative, I think you'd be very happy with the Heart of Azeroth. A link to BeVeryOfA's YouTube channel will be in the description box down below. Thank you for watching the video, everybody. Take care. This has been a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin. Peace out.